Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to the episode of the Chicago Cubs Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 25. In the last episode, we did the entirety of the playoffs where we were the number 2 seed, got the bye. We beat the Rockies in the NLDS 3-1. We beat the Brewers 4-1 in the NLCS, but unfortunately, we could not go back to back. It was tragic. It was depressing. It was disappointing. But the Yankees defeat us 4-2 in the World Series. So we do make it to back-to-back World Series, but we could not get the job done. Now, in that video, I talked about big moves we're going to be making. Roger Clemens, out the door. He's getting traded. Curt Schilling, out the door. He's getting traded. Tim Lincecum was huge. He was our only pitcher we could trust. Hunter Green, I want to move on from to get a legend in here, but I don't know if we're going to have the ability to. We'll see what happens. Ubaldo Jimenez, out the door. He's getting traded. Brian Abreu, out the door. He's getting traded. Rob Dibble, out the door. He's getting traded. So we're moving on from a lot of our pitching staff because I didn't like them. But the hitting was very good. A lot of our guys played really, really well in the big moments. Maybe not every big moment, since we lost 4 games. But hey, I mean, that was probably more the pitching staff than anything. At least that's what I want to think. So today we will start the off season. We will do all of it in today's episode, as we always do. If you're curious about any of the stats, postseason stats, regular season stats, go watch the last couple episodes, and you'll see all that kind of stuff. So let's start the off season here. Advance to the offseason. We'll see how much money we have. Contract has come to an end. We got to sign a new one. Obviously, we're going to stay with the Cubbies. We will sign that contract. And we have lost our hitting coach to retirement. And our first base coach contract is just up. All right, so we got some things to do. Aroldis Chapman retires due to age. All right. No Hall of Famer. I feel like Chapman could make the Hall of Fame. You never know. All right, let's get some new guys in here. So Craig Counsell is still our manager. We're going to keep him around. We are going to look for a new hitting coach here. Who do we want to go for? Maybe Chris Woodward? He's got +3 power. We don't really care about the bunting. That doesn't really affect us that much. I'd like our clutch to be a little bit higher too, and he only gives +1 to clutch. Same thing for Leo Neal. Maybe there's not a guy that does better in clutch. Some of these guys are good, but they're not giving me the stats that I'm looking for, at least the combination of stats that I'm looking for. +2 to contact, +3 to power is not bad. I don't really want my plate discipline to go down. Chris Woodward might be the best one, at least the one that I'm seeing here. Let's offer Chris Woodward a contract. We're going to give him $4.5 million over 3 seasons. And hopefully he'll accept that. Then we need, a first base coach, I think? So let's look for a first base coach here. Arm accuracy is not that big of a deal. Although I say that, we could be losing. We can make a couple errors because our arm accuracy is not great. We definitely want to have speed boost. -1 fielding. Is that really going to hurt us that much? It's tricky to try to find the right combination of boost that they give you. Bruce Bochy is on here as a possible first base coach. I kind of want to hire him just for the fact that he's Bruce Bochy. I think that'd be kind of fun. We already have Kevin Cash on our team. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, so we're going for two coaching positions to fill: hitting coach and first base coach. Obviously, we have the possibility of Bruce Bochy retiring because he's 72, but I think that could be pretty fun. All right, we got some qualifying offers. We are already thinking about trade. I can't trade Ubaldo, right? Because we got to sign him to a contract first. Okay, so we'll do that, then we'll trade him. So it's a sign and trade type of thing. We got to be careful with our budget though, because we don't have a lot. So it's $34 million on the qualifying offer. I'd probably just sign him to a regular deal and get him a lot cheaper. If we sign him to a 3-year deal, we're paying $9.5. That's a lot better. Oh, I can't afford that contract. Never mind. Never mind. We probably can't afford anybody's contract then. What's our budget look like? Negative 10 million. Oh, that's right, because Roger's making so much money. We got to trade Roger. All right. Once we trade Roger, we'll be good. Or we probably trade some other people too. Kurt Schilling's making a lot of money as well. All right. Let's get this done. Who we gonna trade for? Jose? I mean, I'd love to, but the value's not there, unfortunately. We already had Dwight Gooden, and we can get him back, but he just didn't pitch very well for us. He just wasn't very good. I think did we trade him to get Tim Lincecum? Is that who we traded with? Yeah, I think it must have been. Okay. Obviously at this point, it's going to be hard to find a starting pitcher that's under contract. What about Felix? Ooh, we could get King Felix. That could be pretty fun. He's a 96 overall. He is a little bit expensive. And we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep him in mind. We could get Paul Skeens. That could be pretty fun. Unfortunately, he's got arbitration. But, I mean, getting Paul Skeens could be crazy cool. Maybe we get Strasburg as well. Ooh, I could get Strasburg for Hunter Green. How'd Strasburg do? He did pretty well. Better than Hunter Green simulates. We could take the top two pitchers from the Astros and potentially get something else as well. We get Henry Davis, but I don't really want Henry Davis. We could get Jackson Holiday. We can't get Jason Dominguez, unfortunately. Not with this combination of people we're trading. Not even Rob Dibble gets that across. Is there any way I can toss all three of these guys in? This would be a crazy trade if I was able to make it go. If we trade away Christian Campbell, it'll work. If we trade away Joseph Ortiz has been a very good backup for us. That might be the trade. Oh, no, this is the trade. Jacob Melton. Oh, this is huge. I'm doing this. Absolutely. That's a huge trade. We bring in a crazy good outfield prospect, or not prospect, but young player in Jason Dominguez. We bring in two starting pitchers, including Paul Skeens, who I've never had because he's always impossible to trade for. And we also get Steven Strasburg, which is cool. And now we got to trade away Kurt Schilling. So who else can we grab here? Who can we trade Kurt Schilling for? Holiday's a little too expensive, unfortunately. He didn't even have that good of a year. Tom Glavine did not have a good... He had a good year in year 2, but not year 3. Here's Randy Johnson. He had a horrible season. Roy Oswalt also had a bad year. I wouldn't hate Roy Oswalt on the team. Greg Maddux pitched amazing. Brett Lauder's an 89. Good for him. Nolan Ryan's not that expensive either. We could get a lot with this trade. There's the big dumper. Can't get Hanley Ramirez. We can get the other Manny Ramirez. He only had 22 home runs this year, though, and he probably got hurt a little bit, but not that much. Oh, they've got Jose Canseco, but we can't get Jose Canseco. Do I want Nolan Ryan? It could be pretty fun. He had an okay year. What's his stats look like? His walks per nine are really low, which is probably why he didn't simulate very well. Sandy Koufax is just making too much money. I mean, I kind of like the Greg Maddux idea. He had a good season. 39 is a little bit expensive. I also kind of like the Roy Oswalt. I know he didn't pitch that well, but I kind of like that idea. Let's try to get Roy Oswalt. Who do we give up, though? What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of second basemen. Wait, what'd that say? This trade will put our organization over the maximum number of players. Oh, so anybody that I trade? Does that mean they have to give me somebody back? Is that what that means? Hold on. Let me throw in somebody that's not good. Like this guy. Okay, so they would have the maximum. So we have to get somebody back if we're going to trade. Let's give them... I think I should have too many bullpen arms, right? How many are... Maybe we give them those two. Oh, nope. Oh, that's right, because they can't... We can't do a 3-person trade because then we have to get a 3rd person back. So it has to be somebody with decent value. It is Joseph Ortiz that gets it across. Do I want to keep Joseph Ortiz around? We have Royce Lewis. We have A-Rod. It's not like we need him. He's a nice bat to have on the bench. But if it gets us Roy Oswalt, might have to do the trade. So there we go. Boom. Our starting pitching now looks like Garrett Cole, Tim Lincecum, Paul Skeens, Roy Oswalt, and Steven Strasburg. It's not as highly rated as it once was with Clemens and Schilling there because they're both 99s, but I like the look of that. Hopefully that plays pretty well. Dibble's got to get traded now. Can we get K-Rod? We can get K-Rod. Why is his potential so bad? I might have to go in and change that. But we can get K-Rod. I think I might do such things. Who else can I get? Anybody else? Bregman? Joseph Ortiz back? Let's just stick with K-Rod. But I can get other stuff. You can't just show me that I can get other stuff and then expect me not to go after other stuff. But they're the team that doesn't have. Okay, you know what? Just take it. Just take Dibble. I'll take K-Rod and I'll change his potential to like a B or something. All right, so we move on from a lot of different people here. Giambi was good. I like Giambi. We're gonna keep him around. We're gonna keep Howard around. We probably should trade Biggio. We've had him here for all 3 years. Probably is time to move on from Biggio, even though he's been amazing for us. Maybe it's a bad idea. But I do like to get new faces in every once in a while so you guys can see everybody, or at least attempt to get a chance to see everybody. But, I mean, the second base market's not really that amazing. Chase Utley's kind of cool. But the value's not there. I always like Alfonso Soriano. I don't know what it is about him, but every Legends series, he always ends up on the team at some point. And he always does pretty well. This one might not be possible. Dozier, not really. Brian Roberts is cool. He's not really a power-hitting second baseman. I kind of like the Chase Utley one, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. Jason Kipnis we can do, but that's a big drop-off in overall. I don't think I want to do that. I think I might hold off on the Biggio trade until a little bit later, if at all. We're going to keep A-Rod around, keep Royce Lewis, keep Jeter, keep Barry, Bryce. We could trade Jose Bautista. He's been here since the beginning. He's been huge as well. A lot of these guys have been huge. We could get Aaron Judge. That could be pretty fun. I never had Aaron Judge. Let's see. I want Jose Canseco at some point. I want Ichiro too. But he's just so valuable. He's just so valuable. Stop being so valuable. I don't think we're going to be able to get Ichiro just yet. Who else did I want? Sammy Sosa? We could get Sammy Sosa pretty easily. He hit 45 home runs. Oof. Do I want Sammy? They're the same age, and he's a higher overall. Sammy's a higher overall. I kind of want to do Judge. Just for the fun of it. But, I mean, Sammy might be a better option long-term because he's Sammy Sosa. And we can get Cam Smith as well, who's a nice little young third base prospect. Can I get anybody else? Matt Holliday, maybe? Which I'm pretty sure Matt Holliday is the father of Jackson Holliday, right? I'm pretty sure. We might even be able to get Charlie Condon if I toss the right person with him. There we go. So Jose Bautista and Alan Rodin gets us Sammy Sosa, Cam Smith, and Charlie Condon. Bada bing, bada boom. I know those guys need arbitration and all that kind of stuff, so we'll get that figured out. But those are some pretty cool trades. That also frees up some money, which now is still expensive because we brought in Roy Oswalt. how are we looking now? Are we able to bring these guys back? We can't afford these contracts because we're still negative. It says that I'm not negative, though, which is confusing me. It says that I've got 86 million in the budget, but when I go to the actual budget, I don't have 86 million. I'm negative 5 or whatever it said. Yeah, negative 5 million, which is super annoying because you're telling me that I have money and then I don't have money. So, how do we do this? We might have to trade Roy Oswalt for a cheaper player. That just might have to be what happens. Who else do I not want? I guess we can move on from Derek Jeter. That could be something. Maybe we... I know we just got Jeter this year, right? Or for this season? Yeah, he's just new. And he had a pretty good season. I mean, 29 home runs. He was great for us. What kind of shortstops are cheap, but also good? I don't think we're going to find that combination, are we? All the good shortstops are expensive. Nomar Garciaparra is only 12.5. It's not bad, but we can't get him because of course we can't. Ezekiel Tovar, he's not making that much money, but he's a lot less overall than Jeter is. Can't get Gunner. Bo Bichette's not good. Ellie De La Cruz. I mean, Hanley would be sick. He's a lot cheaper. He's probably our best option for a high overall replacement. It's just a matter of getting somebody back, sending somebody back to them. Unfortunately, we're dealing with the Rockies, who have too many players on their team. Who do I have to give up here? We have a lot of closing pitchers. I didn't realize we had so many closing pitchers. We're going to have to give back somebody of decent value. Chase Petty, Ben Clark. How did I get Ben Clark on here? We don't have that many starting pitchers, do we? I wish I could trade one of these guys, but they don't have their contract. I guess this could be where we trade Brian Abreu, but he doesn't even get it across. None of these pitchers do. And even if I get these across, then we're going to have to take people back in return, and then it's not going to work, is it? This might not be possible. They just had to have too many people on the roster, did they? I mean, none of these are going over. Not even Christian Campbell makes it go over. Maybe Brian Abreu's not the guy we trade. This might not be possible. We might just have to bite the bullet on getting a good shortstop, like a high overall shortstop, just simply because we don't have any money. We might just have to take like Perdomo or something, because I'm sure that would work. Yeah, that would work pretty easily. Might just have to bite the bullet on somebody. Who's it going to be? I wish it was Nomar Garciaparra, but it's just, that's not going to work. We'd have to give up too many good players. Ezekiel Tovar, I think, makes the most sense. I think we should go for Ezekiel. That means Volpe would probably have to start, but we could find a shortstop at some point. But this makes the most sense. So we're going to do straight up Ezekiel Tovar for Derek Jeter. That should have freed up the money that we needed to free up. Yeah, we're at 22 million. Okay, so at least we can offer some exclusive free agency now, which we need to. And then we can trade Ubaldo. So let's offer him the 2-year contract. Maynard Ramirez, we need to offer him a contract as well. Probably not a 5-year, though. I can't afford... Oh, no. I can't afford that, but I can afford that. Okay. And then get Jordan Zimmerman back, hopefully. All right, so we can offer these 3 guys. Are these guys going to be cheap? Please be cheap. Gregory Soto. I mean, 3.7 is not that cheap. Matt Barnes is not that expensive. Tyler Rogers. Nolan Ryan. All right, so we offered everybody an exclusive free agency. We'll see if we actually get all of them or not. Chris Woodward has accepted the hitting coach job. That's huge. We traded Jeter, unfortunately. Traded Jose Bautista. Traded Rob Dibble. Traded for Roy Oswalt. Traded Roger Clemens. Back to the Astros, I just realized. And Bruce Bochy is our new first base coach. That's kind of cool. I like that. Today's the last day to offer tendered contracts. Okay, did we get everybody? I think we should have, right? What's our budget look like? We are at $13 million. Okay. $13 million doll hairs. Yeah, there's Gregory Soto. He signed his new contract, so I think everybody signed. There's Nolan Ryan. All right, perfect. We got everybody back, and that portion of it. That means we can now trade those guys. So, oh no, we didn't get everybody back. Zimmerman and what's his face didn't accept their contracts just yet. Well, that's not good. We're gonna have to trade them once they accept. But we need to trade Abreu because he got in the doghouse, and once you get in the doghouse, you can't really get out that easily. Rasmussen might be a good replacement, though. Let's go Brian Abreu straight up for Rasmussen. That'll free up a little bit extra money. That gives us 16. Because we still got to do arbitration. We got some pretty important people we got to get back on arbitration, too. And then tendered contracts. So we're not going to be able to offer anybody in free agency, really. There's some good people here. Prince Fielder. There's Ubaldo, but we're offering him already. There's some good people here, but we're not going to be able to afford any of them because we got to get our own guys. We got to get our own guys back. So let's do arbitration. I'm actually going to do all this off camera because it takes a little bit and you don't care about it. And then we will come back when I've got it all done. Hopefully we can offer all these guys. All right, so I got all of the tendered contracts done. I renewed all those contracts, and I offered everybody arbitration. But I have a feeling that we are going to have to trade somebody else before we can offer everybody or accept everybody's arbitration. Because as you can see, there's some expensive arbitration deals like Dominguez, Paul Skeens, Brett, and Doyle, most notably. So we'll simulate, see what happens here. Obviously, we're not going to be doing any sort of free agent signings. The worst part about arbitration is it takes so long to get them signed because arbitration's in, like February? So we're going to simulate. Adley Rutschman signs a 5-year deal with the Rockies. We got to make sure our 40-man roster is good to go. It should be. Who do I want on here that's not on here? 40-man roster. Do I care about anybody? Christian Moore, I would kind of care if he got taken. Cam Collier, same deal. Sheehan, I'd like to keep. Never mind. Let's see. Who do I not care about here? Alec Thomas, I don't even know how you got here. I don't really care if you get taken. I doubt that you would, but don't really care if you do. I think that's everybody in Double A. Triple A should be good. Kelenic, I don't care if he gets taken. All these guys I do care about. Okay. I think that's good. Everybody here, I would care if they got taken that's on the 40-man. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's keep going. Duke Schneider signs a 9-year deal with the Yankees. Garrett Crochet signs a deal with the Astros, 7 years. We're not going to sign any free agents. William Contreras signs a 5-year deal with the Mets. Some big moves, big money getting spent. Did all the tender contracts. The Angels have offered me a trade. Jake Fraley. Rake? You want to give me Rake Fraley? For who? Gus Zarco, who's our 22-year-old first base prospect, and then Carson Wisenhunt. That's a nothing trade, and we'd be getting money, but I don't want that $7 million. Prince Fielder signs a 6-year deal with the A's. That's kind of crazy. Past the winter meetings, we got the lottery. Obviously, we're not going to be doing anything in the lottery because we finished second best in baseball. I wish it would have been first best, but hey, it is what it is. The Orioles move up 2 spots. They get the number 1 overall pick. The Diamondbacks drop 4 spots. So that kind of sucks for them. They had, the best odds to get the number 1 pick. They dropped all the way down. Sucks to suck, D-backs. And now it's the 2027 Rule 5 draft. Emerson Hancock got picked up. Nick Madrigal. But nobody on our team. Perfect. We are good to go. We got arbitration in 50 days. Hank Greenberg, 7-year deal with the Dodgers. It's another situation where a lot of these free agents are going to be stuck in free agency because not many teams have that much money. Burry Larkin, 4-year deal with the Nationals. Mo Vaughn, 5-year deal with the Cardinals, which he didn't play last year because he was one of those guys that didn't get signed in last year's offseason. But now he gets picked up. Nice job for him. And we have entered February. This is where it comes down to. Are we going to have the money to be able to get these guys? I hope Paul Skeens gets done first. Kelnick, the panel sided with us. Paul Skeens, the panel sided with us. Surprisingly. Usually they sign with the player in that situation when it's a guy like Paul Skeens. We're 3 for 3 with Brett and Doyle. Jason Dominguez, 4 for 4. Oh, okay. For the first time, Garrett Clevenger, they sided with him. But then we go with Cam Smith. They side with us. And today's the final day for the big board. Well, it's a good thing. I don't care about that. They side with us for Gabriel Moreno. And they sided with Volpe. They side with Gabo. And they side with Condon. All right, perfect. That should be everybody signed to contracts. What does our final budget look like? $9 million. Perfect. We're even in the green. And we got everybody back. But that doesn't mean we're done making moves because I said we were going to trade some of those guys. Wait, did some of those guys not sign? Are they still out there? Do we not have... Wait, what the heck? Where's Ubaldo and Jordan Zimmerman? Did they not sign with us? What in the world? Hold on. Where are Ubaldo and Jordan Zimmerman? Ubaldo's on the Padres now. Okay. Weird. And Jordan Zimmerman's on the Tigers. I don't know how they got there. They signed free agent deals. They must have just didn't sign our contracts and signed with those teams. All right, that's a little bit of a hit, losing those guys, because our bullpen drops dramatically now. I mean, I was going to trade them for other bullpen pieces, but that makes our bullpen look a lot worse now. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Just cut you. I don't even know how you got here. I don't like that at all, actually. I was going to trade them. I thought, because I offered them those contracts, right? I offered them those contracts and asked them to go and sign, but they didn't. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Now, the bullpen in free agency is not that good. There's really nobody here that I want. But there's probably somebody here that we need, right? Can I offer you a contract? He wants a 2-year deal, but I can't really give him much more. Salary's too low. I can't go much more than that. I'm going to be negative. Oh, he signed it right as I went negative. So we get Sam. He's going to be another bullpen piece to the team, unfortunately. No disrespect to him. But, I mean, that kind of sucks, because I was going to trade Ubaldo and the whatchamacallits, Ubaldo and Jordan Zimmerman. I was going to trade them for other pieces, but I didn't get the opportunity to. I didn't even get the opportunity to do so. Who do I take off this 40-man roster? Well, Charlie Kahn is not going to be on the Major League team. I gotta take somebody. I gotta take like 2 people off, I think, right? Or maybe just one. It's probably got to be Sheehan. Probably got to take him off. I don't think anybody would claim him. If they do, I'd be sad, but I don't think anybody would. Logan Gilbert, 7-year deal with the Yankees. Yankees spending a big chunk of change. Luis Robert, 5-year deal with the Braves. Today's the last day to sign that stuff. And now we've gotten to the spring. All right. It is regular season time of year number 4, right? I think it's year number 4. No, year number 5, maybe? I don't remember. Let's take a look at the GM goals. It's year number 4. So, year number 1, we won 70 games and we're bad. Then year number 2, we won 98 games and won the World Series. And then year number 3, we won 104 games, our best year regular season-wise, but lost the World Series. So year number 4, hopefully, will be a little bit better for us. And I will make sure that this team is ready to go in terms of who's on the roster. I think everybody's up who should be up. Although I kind of want Big Christmas up to give us another outfield bat. Who should go down? Probably Gregory Soto. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4 bullpen arms. A 5th one isn't necessarily needed. We could also move Christian Campbell down, I guess. But do we have anybody else that can play second base? Not really. Let's just move down Gregory Soto for now. Wait, what'd that say? Oh, that's right. We can't move him down. Oh, that stupid rule. I forgot about that. So it might have to be Christian Campbell then. He's currently on optional assignment waivers and cannot be moved. Wait, what? Oh, so they already are moving him down? Oh. Okay. Let's simulate a couple days and see what happens. Okay, so he did get moved down. Perfect. But now AAA has too many people on the team, so we'll move you down to Class A because you suck. And that'll be good. All right, so next episode, we will start the regular season of year number 4. The team looks different, that is for sure, but we had to do a lot of that for money purposes. But we do have Paul Skeens, which is cool. I've never had Paul Skeens before because he's always been untouchable. But now we got him. We also have Roy Oswalt. We have Steven Strasburg, which is pretty fun. The bullpen looks a little strange, I will admit. Bullpen does look a little strange. Oh, I got to change K-Rod's potential. That's right. Forgot about that. The bullpen looks weird, but I like it a little bit. We got Jacob Mizorowski up here. I guess I'm okay with that for like a long relief arm. And that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.